Hello guys, good morning. This is FTS once again. I am not a financial advisor, neither do I give financial advice. This video is for educational purpose only. And as we know, past profits do not guarantee future result. The first market is volatile. As you take your trades, apply risk management. All right, this is a new week, and we saw from last week. Let me give us a recap of last week. Last week was FOMC. Last week Wednesday was FOMC, and the Feds they did a hawkish rate cut in the sense that Powell reduced interest rate by 25 basis points, making it 4.25% against the former, which is 4.5%, 4.50%, right? Yeah, so a rate cut was done, and the rate cut is called hawkish, sorry, a dovish rate cut, meaning they will likely cut rate twice this year again, right? Yeah, so they priced in for 44 basis point rate cut, and from according to the dot plot, they're pricing for one more rate cut for 2026, right? Yeah, so this is the week ahead, and you can see and based on the analysis I did for the interpretation and implication of the dollar of the FOMC on dollar, right? So we saw that we the dollar should rally short term, right? Yeah, why be short term rally for the dollar, and this is the US bond market. You know, US bond market and the dollar index they positively correlated, right? So this is Wednesday, and the analysis I did was that okay, we are going to have a short or the dollar should rally for a short while, right? Yeah, so that is the analysis I did, and and based on that, right, I told us that when price gets here, right, we should expect to sell off, or when price gets here, we should sell the dollar. So that was the analysis I did. So let's get back to what we have for this week, right? This week ahead, it says that the outlook on global rate will remain the focus for this week, right? So with key speeches from FOMC members, including Chairman Powell, to follow up on the Fed's recent rate cut, right? So market and policymakers will assess this update on PCE inflation, personal consumer and spending, right? And update second quarter GDP estimate for important insights on the economy. Other important US release include durable goods order, PMI readings, the current accounts, and new home sales. Right? So PMI will also be on the focus for India, Australia, Japan, United Kingdom, Germany, France, and the aggregate for Eurozone. While industrial profits are due from China, from what China. So in the meantime, monetary policy decisions are awaited for China, Switzerland, Sweden, and all of that, right? So that is that. If you look at the economic calendar, economic activity for the week. So on Monday, according to investor.com, there is nothing special on Monday. On Tuesday, there are holiday for Japan. Then that same Tuesday, we have S&P Global Manufacturing PMI and S&P Services, right? So then on Wednesday, on Tuesday as well, Powell will likely give a speech, right? So yeah, so this speech is also important because apart from the summary he gave the other time, right, the last week summary that he gave, the speech will also, you know, we also shaping some things about the first position on rate cut, right? Yeah. Then on Wednesday, new home sales. Then on Thursday, um Swiss National Bank, right, will likely, interest rate. You can see the interest rate is zero, right? Yeah, interest rate. So we're not expecting a change. In charge jobless claim then on Friday, core PCE, right? Yeah, so this is the activity, yeah, the economic activity for the week. So let's look out for in terms of sentiment analysis, right? So if you look at here, this is a 10 years bond. So this is 10 years bond, right? Yeah, but this 10 years bond is not as accurate as the one I have on the trading view. I just showed the one I have on the trading view. Yeah, let me show us again. Okay, why it comes. So let me go back here. So if you look at this is our volatility index, right? So this is just sentiment analysis to see how the whole market, how the sentiment is, how the sentiment analysis on the market. So this is VIX, right? Volatility index, which measure the risk on and risk of sentiment in the market, right? So as we all know, if the reading is above 20, right, that means we are on a risk of market sentiment. That means investors would likely try to safeguard their capital because of geopolitical tension, right? But right now, the reading is 50%. That means we are on a risk on market sentiment. That means we're expecting the whole market to, there's enough of risk in the market. Then this is gold. You can see gold is right currently is rally. Gold is currently on a rally, right? Yeah. So gold is currently on 6.38. 4,000 per ounce. Then this is the US stock market S&P 500, right? Yeah. So you can see the US stock market is on a strong bullish trend, right? So you can see right now the whole market is really doing well, right? So um US 10 years. I've got to look at the bond market, right? Yeah, yeah. So let's see the bond market once more. You can see the bond market is still rallying. Like I said, the bond market and the dollar index, they are positively correlated. That means they go in the same direction, right? And from last week analysis I made, I said if I will likely sell the dollar again because I said on the short term the dollar will rally, right? Yeah, and on the long term the dollar is bearish, right? And we saw from the Fed rate watch 2, yeah, that the next rate meeting, which is October, 38 days from today, and they would likely, but the probability of United States cutting rates for the next rate meeting is 91%. That means the quantitative easing, they were likely losing monetary policy, they were likely devalue the dollar, right? So the probability of them doing that is 91%, right? Yeah, so we're expecting, like I said, two rate cuts this year, which is the price in for 44 basis point rate cut, right? So for me, like I said, the dollar is going to be short-term rally. So I pray that yeah, price should get here before we likely sell the dollar. Right? But based on the dollar index DXY, the analysis I gave, this place is still correct. Price might decide to stop to do the normal bearish trend for the dollar, right? Because when I did the analysis, price was still here, right? Which is on Thursday and Friday, and price got here, and but price can also get here again now. So that's probably the positivity that price will get here is 100%, right? So price might get there, which is part of the short-term rally that I talked about the dollar index, right? Because of the hawkish, so sorry, because of the dovish rate called the United States economy gave, right? Yeah. So let's talk about euro. So for me, I'm positive on the euro because the euro, they are not going to, they are holding rate, right? Why the United States dollar, the United States economy, they are cutting rate, right? So when one is cutting rate and one economy is hiking rate, right? So it tells of interest rate differentials, right? So the one that is cutting rate should be bullish. Sorry, the one that is cutting rate should be bearish. While the one that is holding or hiking should be bullish, right? So based on that, the Euro USD should be bullish, right? But based on the short term rally that I talked about, I will likely wait for the Euro to get here. Then I'll look for a way to buy Euro USD, right? Then apart from that, Christine Lagarde, the EU's Shema, right? She said that they'll likely start considering cutting rates or sorry, hiking because they've reached the 2% benchmark for rate cut, right? Yeah, they've done that already. Just a minute. So if you look at here, you see that inflation for the floor inflation for euro area, right? Yeah, you can see it's 2%. So they are done, their cutting cycle is over. So any moment from now, I think from December, that is when they will likely if they will hike rate in their next rate meeting, right, or not, right? Yeah, but right now they are not hiking rates, right? Or they're not they're holding, right? Likewise, GBP as well, right? But for GBP right now, GBP is not even making sense right now because of their trade deficit, right? So the trade deficit for GBP, UK deficit and physical concern outweighed on the GBP, right? But based on the dollar, based on GBP, GBP USD, in terms of interest rate differentials, right? They are holding rate as well, so they will likely talk about cutting rates. I think in by December, right? Yeah. So they are not cutting rate now. They are holding. Why United States economy, they are cutting rate even in this October upcoming rate meeting, they will likely cut rate, right? Yeah. So but UK economy is not doing well. I told us from last time from my from my Telegram uh community where someone asked why is the euro not doing well, right? So for me, this place is also valid levels and as well we'll likely look out for price hitting this place as well, right? Yeah, price hitting this place, and this place might be, if this place does not hold, this place might likely hold. So for me, this is my what I'm looking at for euro for GBP, right? So right now for me, GBP is not doing well, right? Yeah, it's bearish. Honestly, it's bearish. When I mean bearish, I mean for GBP, JPY, GBP, AUD, GBP, NZD, GBP CAD, right? Yeah, they are all bearish, right? So you can see for me, it goes so they are bearish. So when price gets here, I think I should think of how I would likely buy that again, right? Yeah, but most of the time is bearish, right? So that is what it is. For the Japanese yen. So Japanese yen for me is bullish and is bearish. So from I would say it is neutral because based on the certainty, right? Yeah, we saw that they are not going to hike rate this next meet though Ueda, which is the Bank of Japan sharing person, said they'll likely hike rate, and two members of the board voted for rate hike, I think in 2026, but probability of them hiking rate in the next quarter dropped from 66% to 33%, right? So in the next meeting is going to be uh they would likely hold. Then I think in the last quarter of the year, no, sorry, the last in I think for 2026 they will start hiking rate, right? Yeah. So for me, if you look at it from technical perspective, the JPY should rally, right? Yeah, JPY should rally. So I'm looking for a rally, but due to fundamentals, the JPY is sensitive because of the sensitivity that's sorry, for fundamental perspective, it should the JPY should go more to the downside, because the uncertainty in Japanese economy is so high, right? Yeah, so that is that. Then for Aussie as well should be bullish because of the dollar, right? So for me, I'm still looking at these levels, right? So these levels are still positive for me, right? So I'm still looking at these levels and also these levels too. So this is another strong level for Aussie. Yeah, so I'm still looking at when price gets here for Australian dollar, right? Yeah, this place and also this place you also hold as well. So these are the places I'm looking at for Australian dollar to rally, right? Yeah, so I'm looking at that. For that, therefore, Kiwi, NZD, I think for these points, I think we should wait for NZD to get here. Then we'll take off buying the New Zealand dollar, right? Yeah, because of the United States dollar, right? Yeah, being bearish, right? So let's just wait for price to get here. I did this analysis before the FOMC and price got here, and price started. This place could not hold, but though I was not in the market to trade it that day, so that's it. Then for Canadian dollar, so Canadian dollar for me is Canada is also neutral as well, so I'm looking at for neutral. So due to GDP and the Bank of Canada policy outlook, right? Yeah. So it's still not. I'm not interested in this Canada dollar at all because United States dollar is not doing well, and also Canada dollar as well. Their interest rates as well. Their economy is not also doing well as well. So for me, I won't able to talk about trading Canadian dollar. Even last week, the analysis I didn't even focus on the Canadian dollar. As you can see, the Swiss franc, we are considering interest rate too. Yeah, so for me, when price get here or here, that is when I'll consider the Swiss franc, right? Yeah, so and as well, they have the interest rate meeting too, and of which they are not expected to change, right? So 0%. So for me, the Swiss franc should not even do well. So I'm not expecting the Swiss franc to do well in this period because it has of economically is the interest rate is 0%, right? So any pair against the Swiss franc should rally, right? But not the US dollar, right? Yeah, so that is it. So So that is it for the analysis, right? So for me, the dollar is still bearish, right? So the short term rally as I think we are there now, and also let's see how let's see how it will be for for the next level, right? So I'm looking at this point and also looking at this place, right? So if you have not subscribed and subscribe to my channel, kindly subscribe, like, and comment on my YouTube channel, right? And you can also put on your notification bell. And also my mentorship for the month of October, the window has been thrown open. So if you're interested for my mentorship, in the month of October, you can DM me, right? Yeah, if you look at the comment, the description of this video, you see my Telegram channel, and you can also send me a message. Then I will tell you how to go about it. It's not much, right? Yeah, it's a very small amount, and I tell you for fundamental analysis, mentorship, and all of that, my trading community is the cheapest you can ever see in the whole forex market, right? Yeah, so there's a community that charge as high as $3,000, 2,005, $1,000, but mine is not as much as that. Mine is not up to it's mine is very small, right? So if you're interested, you want to learn more because fundamental analysis is what drives price, it's what determines market bias and all of that, right? So I'm a trader that determines my market bias and market sentiment using fundamental analysis, and then I use technical analysis for entry. So that is how I analyze the market, right? So there are a lot of things you should know about the market on fundamental analysis based on the drivers of the market, right? So you don't just trade the market using your technical analysis, right? You must understand what is driving price and where price is going, then your technical can follow, right? Yeah, so that's it for me this week. Have a lovely week ahead, right? Okay, thank you and God bless.